Earlier this evening, the endeavours of Newsnight's NHS Investigations Unit were recognised at the Medical Journalists Association Awards. Here's David Grossman with some of the journalism that won them that award.
If there is a single theme to our 18-month-long investigation into NHS failures, it is that when patients are harmed, all too often, managers attempt to protect the reputation of their organisations.
These sorts of malmanagement things in the National Health Service, and particularly this hospital, have to be highlighted, because if senior management can't run a hospital properly and don't want to listen to feedback, criticism about patient safety issues, then who suffers in the end? It's the patients.
That patients suffering, like long waits for and long waits in ambulances, is sometimes secondary to making the figures look good.
I've had nurses say to me, senior sisters say to me, if we let you go, you'll just bring us more. Why do you bring us patients? Well, we bring you patients because we're an ambulance service and you're a hospital. I would be wrong to say that there are times when I haven't shed a tear for people we haven't been able to help, because it's been too late.
If I'd watched this in a TV drama, I wouldn't have believed it could happen in real life. I knew I just needed to get justice for my children. And I feel as though we're starting to get that.
That mistakes are denied and denied until they cannot be ignored any longer. But only the most tenacious get answers.
The fact we got no recognition from the practice until literally this week made me feel that if there was no apology, there was no recognition, therefore there would never be any change.
And repeatedly we heard from doctors and nurses who tried to raise the alarm, only to find themselves targeted and, in some cases, referred for investigation to their professional regulators.
There's no accountability when it comes to decision making at the top. For those that get it drastically wrong and that's uncovered, usually they move on to bigger and better things. For doctors and nurses, we sit under a regulatory body. We have someone to answer to, whereas managers have nobody to answer to. And they protect each other.
While some managers, who are criticised, escape accountability.
Why did this organisation put out a press release on the 22nd of November saying that he was leaving the trust and that it was a sad loss to the trust, when he's never left the trust? He's still employed by the trust.
He's left his role as chief executive.
Sure, but he hasn't left the trust, has he?
He's gone on secondment to work for the Integrated Care Board.
But you're still paying his salary, aren't you?
The NHS is responsible for...
But it's coming out of your budget at this hospital.
But the government seems to be moving towards a register of senior NHS managers, meaning the incompetent or the negligent could be struck off. But our investigation suggests that the problems of NHS leadership go far deeper and far wider.